Hello, friends. Welcome to Self-Care Sunday. Today, we're going to do a body scan, about 10 or 12 minutes. And this is a practice that just invites us to slow down, to settle, and to come home to ourselves in a kind and curious way. So before we get started, like usual, I invite you to listen to the sound of the bell. And to do this, you can get into a comfortable seat or even be standing, just pausing for a moment, or you're welcome to lie down. But as I ring the bell, I invite you to take a moment to really connect with me and my voice, feel me practicing with you. And you can also think about others, even though you don't know them, who are practicing along in their own time and their own place. But we use the sound of the bell to remember that we are connected, that we're not alone. So get settled in and set the intention to fully be present to the sound of the bell. Just feel your breath. So we're going to move right into the body scan. And if you're curious about the benefits of the body scan, you can check out the description in the YouTube notes. So for this, it's ideal to lie down if you can. So get yourself sort of settled into a place that feels supportive. If you prefer to do it seated, that's fine. I invite you to really find a place where you can kind of lean back and let your back and your head even be supported. And you may want to grab a blanket. You may want to, I put on my cozy sweater, really make yourself feel comfortable. So if you need to pause and just go find some things and get your space set up, take a moment to do that. You can pause the video and then come back. So in this, there's nothing to accomplish. There's no goal. We're not even trying to relax our bodies, although if that happens, that's bonus. We're just, in the body scan, we're just trying to notice what is happening, seeing if we can be present to our bodies and our body sensations as they're showing up in the moment with a lot of kindness and compassion and friendliness. We can bring our breath or think about our breath kind of being guided into each area as I name each part of the body. But it's not about trying to change or fix or eliminate what we're feeling, but just trying to be present with what we're feeling without judgment, with a sense of that radical acceptance that I've talked about in a previous video. But it is very helpful if you can be in, kind of set yourself up in a supportive space. So take a little time to, maybe you need a little stretch or a little movement. It's fine to make little micro adjustments. And once you kind of get settled in, you don't have to be completely still. If you need to, throughout the practice, make an adjustment or a movement, feel free to do this. Feel free to do that. This is not a rigid practice. So as we get started, you're welcome to close your eyes if that feels good to you, but it's also fine to keep your eyes open, but a little soft. Softness of the eyes can help. And we're inviting or having the intention of letting our nervous system settle even just 1%, just a little micro amount. And you don't have to change your breath, but you can start to feel your breath. And again, send a message to your body that it's okay to feel. And just start to notice your whole body and the weight of your body. Notice how you're supported. Notice how gravity is holding you. Notice what is underneath you and the support that it's offering. Maybe the pressure you feel in the parts of the body that are touching the ground or the chair or the couch or bed. And again, if you need to make little adjustments to feel more supported, Feel free to do that at any time. And just check in with any sensations you're aware of, warmth or coolness, lightness, tingling, tension, maybe nothing at all. Maybe you feel numb. Whatever it is, just welcome it. Now we'll move through different areas of the body. So I invite you to bring your awareness to your feet. Just notice your feet. You might notice the temperature of your toes. Feel the pressure of your feet, either your heels or the soles of your feet onto the floor or whatever surface you're laying on. You might feel the texture of your socks or your shoes. Just feel your feet. Bring your breath into your feet if you can, breathing into them. Exhaling, just allow your feet to be supported by whatever's underneath them. And notice how they feel. Let your awareness move up into your ankles, and then into your calves, your lower legs, your shins, and into your knees, and then into your upper legs and your thighs, and even all the way up into your hips. And just notice any sensations through any parts of your legs. It might be bracing or holding or tension. It might be spaciousness. There might be warmth. There might be numbness. Whatever it is, you don't need to change it or force it to go away. Just hold it with compassion and curiosity. Acknowledge it with kindness and acceptance. You can even say to yourself, oh, there's some tightness here. That's okay. Whatever's showing up has a purpose. It's got a message for you. We're just getting curious about what that might be. And you can imagine your breath reaching into these places just with a sense of kindness and like, hey, I'm here. You're not alone. Bring your attention now to your belly and the lower back, kind of this area, and let your kind awareness be there, just noticing what you feel. You might want to bring your attention to the movement of your breath in your belly area, feeling the belly expand, maybe rising or getting a little bigger with each inhale and releasing or retracting back with each exhale. Take a few moments to be with your belly and your breath, just noticing how it feels in that area and all the way into your lower back. And you can move your awareness up into the rib cage and your upper back and even into your shoulders. And you might notice some movement of your breath here. You might feel an expansion or a lifting of your chest on your inhales. Maybe your shoulders lift a little as you inhale. And notice how those areas shift or change position with the exhales. Maybe lowering or settling. A lot of us carry tension in the shoulders, so we're not trying to change that. We're just trying to notice what is in the shoulder area. What is in this upper chest area? And it's always okay to invite some softness and gentleness, but we're not trying to make anything specific happen. We're just being curious about what's happening, what we're noticing with each breath. It's like we're visiting each part of the body, like we might visit a good friend who we care deeply about. And we're listening to that friend, to that area. And then invite your awareness into your hands. Notice if there's warmth or coolness, maybe even coldness. There might be stillness. They might feel like they want to move. There might be tingling. There might be nothing. Move your awareness up into the rest of your arms, your forearms and elbows and upper arms. Just noticing how the weight of the arms is supported, whatever position they're in, and letting them be. Coming into the awareness of your throat and your neck, seeing what's there. This is an area that I hold a lot of tension, so I'm just aware of that. For you, there may be tension, or there may be softness or spaciousness. There may be something in between those two extremes. Just let it be gently. A lot of times, as I move through an area, I also like to give it gratitude for doing the job that it does every day, even if sometimes it feels a little irritating or painful, but it's just trying to do its job. Let's move up now into the face and the head, maybe noticing the jaws, the tongue. If your teeth are touching or not, so if the upper and lower teeth are touching, just be aware of that. You can leave them there, or you can try separating them a little bit. Sometimes swallowing helps us bring more awareness to this area, and it also can feel like a little bit of a release. Not that that's what we're trying to make happen, but we can explore and experiment with little movements and adjustments. Notice your eyes. Maybe you feel your eyelids, maybe you don't. Sometimes when the eyes are closed, we can feel that weight or a little bit of heaviness on our eyes. What other areas of your head and face do you want to bring awareness to? Maybe your ears or your temples. Is there an area where your attention is drawn? Can you feel the weight of your head being supported by whatever's behind it or under it? Feel your whole head, just checking in with the face, the jaws. One more time. And then let's just take the last minute or so to zoom out again and see about feeling the whole body all at one time as one big connected system. Feeling your breath move through your body like a big wave, in, swelling, and out, releasing. And just notice if anything feels just a little different than when you began. Even just 1% shift toward a little more settledness or calmness or softness, groundedness. And just go to that place that feels just a little bit better, maybe more neutral or okay or even pleasant. Our nervous system learns from those little micro moments of feeling a little bit of safety or settledness. So let yourself be with that for a breath or two. Doesn't have to be any longer than that. I feel a little more settled in my belly. Take a breath with that and just enjoy it. Savor it for a moment. And then I'm going to invite you to start to come back. Maybe take a deeper breath if you'd like, or start to wiggle your fingers and toes and stretch your body. I'm going to start to stretch my legs out. Move around a little. Blink your eyes open if they were closed. And then just for the last few moments here, checking in one more time with how you're feeling or what you're noticing. And if there is a more pleasant sensation, more expansion, more relaxation, more of a sense, like I said, of settledness or groundedness, more of a sense of like calm, moving from up here to down here a little, let's just be grateful for that. It doesn't have to be big, it doesn't have to be huge, it doesn't have to be the whole body. We can have feeling of pleasantness in one area and still feel unpleasant, tension, pain in another area. And both can exist at the same time. We can choose where we want to put a little more of our focus or attention. And when we can start to really trust that there is a place of safety within us, or a little bit of settledness, then that builds our nervous system capacity for holding the things that are more unpleasant. So I might talk about that more in a following Self-Care Sunday. But for now, let's just let it all be. Whatever it is beautiful, is a teacher, is telling us something, is teaching us something, is an opportunity for learning and growth. So thanks for joining, thanks for practicing, and I hope you can bring even just, you don't have to do a whole 10 or 15 minute body scan for this to be effective. You can check in with your body in micro moments throughout your day for just a breath or two, a minute or so, just to see if you can acknowledge what you're feeling in your body in the moment, pleasant or unpleasant. So until next Sunday, I hope you find times, moments to take care of yourself. Until then, take good care. And as always,